Scientists warned us, this land could never grow food.
They said red potatoes would never survive here.
No water, no nutrients, no hope.
All data predicted total failure.
But we decided to try anyway.
A single seed of defiance.
No turning back now.
We planted hope in the harshest place on Earth. And what happened next shocked everyone. Before planting a single potato, we had to rebuild the land itself. The desert surface was reshaped for agriculture. This soil had never grown food before.
We measured heat, moisture, and mineral levels.
Every square meter was planned with scientific precision. New life-supporting soil was brought in from far away. Artificial earth replaced lifeless desert ground. Human effort laid the foundation for the experiment. A green zone was born in a sea of sand. Desert was ready. Now it was time to challenge nature.
Before planting a single potato, we had to rebuild the land itself.
The desert surface was reshaped for agriculture. This soil had never grown food before.
We measured heat, moisture, and mineral levels.
Every square meter was planned with scientific precision. New life-supporting soil was brought in from far away. Artificial earth replaced lifeless desert ground. Human effort laid the foundation for the experiment. A green zone was born in a sea of sand. The desert was ready. Now it was time to challenge nature. Desert sand alone could never support life. We had to build new soil from scratch.
Every grain of soil was scientifically designed for red potato growth. Artificial earth, built to mimic fertile farmland.
Real-time data would control every drop of water and mineral.
A hidden network prepared to deliver life.
In the desert, water must be perfect, never wasted. Algorithms decided when the potatoes would drink.
Even acidity was tuned for survival.
This was no ordinary field. It was a laboratory for life. The ground was ready. Now it was time to plant the impossible.
Choosing the right seed would decide success or failure.
Only the strongest red potato varieties could face the desert.
These potatoes carried rare genetic resilience.
Every seed was checked inside and out.
Each variety was catalogued and tested.
Lab tests predicted survival rates.
Data guided every selection decision.
Only the best were chosen for planting.
The seeds of the experiment were ready. This small seed would challenge the laws of nature. The moment of truth had arrived. Every seed was planted with surgical precision. A fragile beginning in an unforgiving world.
The desert experiment was officially alive.
Hundreds of seeds, one impossible mission.
Water touched the seeds for the first time.
Life was invited to begin.
Every second of growth would be tracked.
A green future was being planted in a land of sand. Now, we wait to see if nature will accept our challenge.
Days passed, and something unbelievable began to happen.
Life was rising in the heart of the desert.
The first signs of success shocked the research team.
Against every prediction, growth had begun.
Every leaf and root was now under constant monitoring.
Data confirmed the impossible was happening.
Technology kept the fragile life alive. What should have failed was thriving. A desert once dead now held living crops. But the real challenge was still ahead. Then the desert fought back.
Temperatures reached levels that could kill any crop.
The system was pushed to its limits. Every second could mean life or death for the plants. Water became the only shield against destruction. The desert tried to break the experiment.
The plants were under constant stress.
Failure was one mistake away.
Against the odds, the system held. The desert had tested them, and they survived.
What happened next shocked every scientist watching.
The plants weren't just surviving, they were thriving. Against all predictions, growth exceeded expectations. A desert greenhouse had become a living farm. Days of growth compressed into moments of proof.
Beneath the surface, the real miracle was happening.
The first desert-grown red potato was real. The experiment was no longer theory. A new agricultural possibility had been born.
The impossible had become reality.
The moment we waited for had finally arrived.
Carefully, we began uncovering the desert's hidden treasure. A color never expected to exist beneath desert sand.
The first harvest proved the experiment was real.
What started as doubt had turned into production.
Healthy, strong, and fully grown.
The desert had yielded food.
Scientists who once warned against this now stood in disbelief.
The results were beyond shocking. We didn't just grow potatoes. We rewrote what was possible.
Now it was time to prove the results scientifically.
Every gram was measured.
The internal structure showed perfect development.
Nutrient levels were analyzed.
The numbers told an unbelievable story. The desert-grown crop matched and even exceeded Mueller's normal standards. Even the experts couldn't believe it.
The experiment was now scientifically verified.
Proof of success sat right in front of us.
The impossible experiment had become scientific fact.
What began as a forbidden idea had become reality.
The desert had done the impossible.
Food born where no food should exist.
The same scientists who warned us now stood speechless. A new blueprint for future agriculture. This was no longer an experiment, but it was production. Desert-grown food, ready for the world. The impossible harvest had reached the plate. From warning to wonder.
Scientists warned us to stop. We grew red potatoes in the desert anyway, and the results shocked everyone.